11 News at 5, covering more news happening in Butler County.
Now, Channel 11 News starts with severe weather Team 11 coverage.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for joining us. So summer in full swing. It's going to feel like 90 degrees today. Meteorologist Scott Harbaugh joins us now in Severe Weather Center 11. Hot stuff.
All those folks that wanted summer, we've got summer for you.
It is here.
And you feel it when you step out morning, afternoon, night. 80 degrees right now in downtown Pittsburgh. Mostly sunny conditions. That heat index already 82 degrees, and that's only going to jump as we go through the day. Already feels like 85 degrees in Washington. Current heat index in Beaver, 86 degrees. No rain out there right now. Could be a shower and a spot or two this afternoon later today. I'm updating Storm Tracker right now to pinpoint where those thunderstorms could crop out throughout the day. Plus, I'm making changes to your weekend forecast. I'll have it all for you in about 15 minutes.
Extreme damage at a golf club in Washington County. Trees uprooted, buildings damaged. That's just a few examples of why the club is closed right now. We sent Channel 11's Mike Holden to get a better look at that damage. He joins us live now after talking with the general manager. And Mike, I understand there's just no way people are going to be able to golf on this course today.
It's a safety issue for now, Peggy, and Quicksilver also does not have power, so they had to cancel the outing that was scheduled for today as well as remaining events. But I have to tell you this, we came out here and we said, where is the damage? It's a beautiful golf course. This is technically the driving range. No sign of anything. Then you start walking around and you see the debris and the pieces and the little golf balls scattered all over the place. This is a golf ball machine, roughly 800 pounds, picked up resting sideways. And in the driving range building, it's broken into pieces. There are parts of walls, there's siding, other pieces of debris right here. And the officials at this golf club say their ultimate goal is to have it back open by tomorrow, and they are so grateful right now. Strong storms ripped through Washington County, leaving behind a path of extreme damage. Management at Quicksilver Golf Club in Midway invited Channel 11 to take a ride around the course in a golf cart to check it out. Hole by hole, we spotted massive trees uprooted and resting sideways across cart paths. Branches were broken in half, the freshly manicured grass and greens torn apart. The winds were so strong, sand even blew out of some of the sand traps. General Manager Carl Pia believes in excess of 60 trees came down. He says the weather drastically changed around 4:30 Thursday. Wind and rain blew sideways, and it happened fast. He said had this occurred 30 minutes later, dozens of golfers would have been on the course for league night. He says some golfers briefly got stuck in the middle of it, desperately trying to find shelter.
There were only a few golfers out there at the time. They took refuge under a tree, and talking to them later, the tree they were under started snapping and coming over. So they ran all the way up here.
And they got back to the clubhouse safely. We do want to stress, if you're ever caught in severe weather, experts are saying do not go under trees, simply based off of that fact that they could collapse, that they could come down. I also want to point this out. A lot of the sand traps, the wind was so strong, it literally blew the sand right out of the sand traps. So officials here say this was a very serious situation. Again, no lives lost, no injuries, but they're going to continue to monitor this. They want to have the course back open at least by tomorrow. We'll check in with them, and we'll have a brand new report for you coming up at 5 o'clock tonight. Reporting live from Midway, Washington County, Mike Holden, Channel 11 News.
All right, we'll see you tonight, Mike. Thanks. A woman says she's scared a tree is going to fall on her house. She tells Channel 11 she's been dealing with this for the past 5 years. What she wants done coming up in the next half hour. Kennywood is operating on a normal schedule today. The amusement park had to close early last night because of severe weather. It is open until 10 tonight. For the third weekend in a row, part of the Parkway East is shutting down. We know a lot of you use this to get around town. The outbound closure starts tonight. It's going to last through Monday morning. It's happening between the Forbes Avenue Oakland off-ramp and the Edgewood Swissvale interchange. Several ramp closures will follow. PennDOT made it pretty clear, get ready for some significant delays and give yourself some extra time. Drugs, cash, guns, all found during a raid in Fayette County. The district attorney just showed us some of the evidence that state police found.
These packets are what we've indicated about the 155, which comes out to 7,750 packets.
DA Rich Bowers says the heroin has a street value of around 50 grand. It was seized from a home on Clover Street in Brownsville yesterday. The DA says state police also found $20,000 in cash, an AK-47 style rifle, and guns and ammunition. A 20-year-old man and 2 teenagers have been taken into custody after a raid. Firefighters were called back to a house in Westmoreland County overnight. We're told a fire rekindled at a home along Rock Springs Road in Salem Township. The home is back in the woods, but you can see firefighters on the road there. That fire originally started around 5:30 last night. No one was hurt.
There was a little girl in California who was part of the second class to integrate her public schools, and she was bused to school every day. And that little girl was me.
That was one of the standout moments from last night's Democratic presidential debate. Senator Kamala Harris taking direct aim at frontrunner Joe Biden over his comments about working with 2 segregationist senators decades ago. The senator's strong showing has now put Biden's frontrunner status in doubt. NBC's Craig Boswell is in Washington, D.C. with developing details.
Joe Biden went into last night's debate the frontrunner, but today is on defense after Kamala Harris bore down on the former vice president's record on civil rights.
It was hurtful to hear you talk about the reputations of 2 United States senators who built their reputations and career on the segregation of race in this country.
It's a mischaracterization of my position across the board. I did not praise racist.
In the most gripping moment of the debate, Harris criticized Biden for supporting school busing, telling a story of a little girl who experienced it firsthand.
And that little girl was me.
I did not oppose busing in America. What I opposed is busing ordered by the Department of Education.
Biden defending his record and joining other candidates attacking the current president.
The American people understand that Trump is a phony, that Trump is a pathological liar and a racist.
Mayor Pete Buttigieg held his own, but was pressed on his response to a controversial police shooting.
So under Indiana law, this will be investigated, and there will be accountability for the officer involved.
But you're the mayor. You should fire the chief if that's the policy and someone died.
A debate with several flashpoints, but broad agreement on one issue in particular.
I have proposed getting to universal health care, which we need to do. It is a right.
With a show of hands, all 10 candidates affirmed their plans would provide coverage for undocumented immigrants. Craig Boswell, NBC News, Washington.
The G20 summit in Japan is officially underway. President Trump joined other world leaders for this photo op. They're set to talk about a wide range of topics, including economic growth, trade, and climate change. Overshadowing the summit this year is the trade war between China and the United States. President Trump will meet with China's president tomorrow. Our area has a brand new police force. Cheswick Borough and Springdale Township have merged to form the Allegheny Valley Regional Police Department. Lawmakers in both towns finalized the deal last night. There are 8 officers who come from Cheswick and Springdale. Officials say the merger will cost both communities less money, and the hope is more departments in the area will eventually join the regional police force.
There's a substantial savings for both municipalities, and then also it allows us to improve the quality of the police services that we'll be offering. We're 2 small towns, and by combining together, we can make better use of resources and manpower.
The new department will officially start new operations on Monday. A man is in jail accused of driving drunk and running over a flagger at a construction site on a busy Pittsburgh road. Channel 11's Michelle Newell learned this is the 3rd time a flagger from the same company has been hit just this year.
This is Darrell Campbell. He is a flagger for Supreme Traffic Control Service, but he is off the job and in the hospital after police say a drunk driver hit him.
He saw a car coming, so he was flagging him into the other lane, and that car pretty much just kept coming.
Floyd Edwards owns Supreme Traffic Control Service. His crew was along Washington Boulevard and Allegheny River Boulevard when a driver hit one of the flaggers.
And when he tried to get out the way, he kind of like flew back across the street, and he had 2 night wands in his hand, and they flew everywhere, and his helmet came off, and yeah, it was a pretty ugly sight.
Police say say the driver crashed into an illuminated sign after he hit the flagger, who was in full uniform. This is who police say was behind the wheel, Brett Liberto. Police say they could smell alcohol on his breath. According to the criminal complaint, after the crash, Liberto claimed he called his friend as he was frantic and scared, and his friend told him to have a drink to calm down. Liberto then stated that he took 2 shots of Fireball and threw the containers over the hillside. After several tests, police determined Liberto was drunk while he was driving.
I just want everybody just to be empathetic towards my guys out there. I mean, they are human beings. They're trying to make a laugh. I mean, they're trying to make a living for themselves. They have to go home to their family every day.
I'm Michelle Newell for Channel 11 News.
We are getting a look at evidence in the case against a man accused of planning to bomb a Pittsburgh church in the name of ISIS. Investigators released the images which were shown in court during the suspect's preliminary hearing. Investigators say this is a screenshot of a video that shows Mustafa Al-Awamer pledging his allegiance to ISIS. Investigators say they also found images of bombings on the suspect's computer at his home in Northview Heights. We talked to one neighbor who did not want to be identified.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh. And he was only 21 years old. My heart, like, it's racing, like, it's scary. It's scary.
And this was happening right here?
Right in our neighborhood, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Al-Awamer has been ordered to stand trial. He's being held in federal custody without bond. Some patients need to find new doctors soon under the new agreement with UPMC and Highmark. We're learning what is covered and what is not. And the neighborhood that's getting a makeover thanks to dream builders.
Just made some changes to the weekend forecast, and changes I think you might like. Hour-by-hour details coming up next.
Hey, Pittsburgh, how you doing? Watch me, Wendy, now on Channel 11. We've got your hot topics, celebrity guests on the couch, and a whole lot more. It's our big 10th season, so don't miss it every weekday at 11 right here on Channel 11.
WPXI Now, your source for original local shows. Check out the intense, action-packed world of esports. Top plays and interviews on esports weekly, Saturday and Sunday at 10 a.m. and 7:30 p.m. on WPXI Now. The 7-day forecast, now on your screen all the time on Channel 11 News.
Thousands of Highmark members say they are frustrated with UPMC Highmark deal. They only have a few days now to find a new doctor. That's because some people with Community Blue or Select Blue plans only have access to some UPMC facilities. Channel 11's Amy Hudak is breaking down what patients need to know.
All UPMC hospitals and practitioners are now an option for Highmarks insured.
Some in healthcare saying Monday's announcement by Pennsylvania's Attorney General wasn't completely accurate. 300,000 people, including Highmark employees, won't gain access to all UPMC facilities. Barry Lamsberger owns a healthcare company and says his phones have been ringing off the hook with confused Highmark members.
They're just assuming through the announcement that if they have Highmark, they now have access to UPMC physicians and hospitals, and that's not the case.
Under the deal, Highmark members and employees with limited access plans, including Community Blue and Select Blue, will only be able to use UPMC's Children's Hospital and Western Psychiatric. Hillman Cancer Center will be out of network beginning July 1st. Anyone being treated at Hillman under those narrow plans will have 3 days to find a new doctor.
There's people that are really sick. You don't want to switch physicians midway through.
Community Blue and Select Blue members never had full-blown access to UPMC. It was under a consent decree or a continuum of care that allowed them to get treatment at Hillman. Experts we talked to say know the fine print of your plan.
It didn't change the whole debacle and debate between Highmark and UPMC. They're still very competitive towards each other. They still have networks where they're excluding each other. And those people still don't have access of July 1st.
And that was Amy Hudak reporting. If you are a Security Blue or Freedom Blue Medicare member, you will have access to UPMC doctors and hospitals at least for the next 10 years. Pennsylvania lawmakers have approved the new state budget just days before the new fiscal year is set to begin. The budget is for $34 billion. There is no tax increase and no increase in minimum wage, which will remain at $7.25 an hour. There is an additional $160 million in funding for education. The bill now goes to Governor Wolf's desk. The word pothole can often be synonymous with Pittsburgh, but 11 Investigates found something surprising. Calls to 311 are down 20% compared to last year. City leaders point to a combination of the milder winter and pushes to fill more of the potholes, but they admit it's still unclear why the requests have dropped so much.
It's maybe a bit surprising because it seems like nothing changes, really. I mean, there's so many. I mean, they can only keep up with them so much. I mean, there's only so much manpower.
It's not all good news. More than 47,000 requests have come into the city's 311 center so far this year, and most of them are about potholes. Channel 11 was there as volunteers helped to renovate local homes. A group called Dream Builders is working in Pittsburgh this week. Channel 11's Aaron Clark learned why they're focused on Enright Court in East Liberty.
Enright Court in East Liberty is getting a makeover. From new fencing at the entrance to repairing damage to occupied homes and completely gutting others to make way for renovations.
Ceiling was like peeling down. It was insane. And then like after we started like to build it up, like I've gone in there like every day and just seeing it like kind of glow up. It's just like really cool.
The work is being done free of charge by the Dream Builders, a group of volunteers from Maryland churches and a synagogue who travel the country to lend a hand where needed.
We love the concept of the urban justice opportunity to come and address some real needs.
Rehabbing Enright Court is part of a larger mission to make sure true affordable housing is available to the people of this community.
It's so important because right now a lot of people feel like they have been priced out.
East Liberty Development Incorporated bought several homes here. 16 will be renovated with a sale price of $120,000 to $145,000. But with subsidies from URA, those homes will be available for purchase at $80,000 to $90,000.
We're able to bring the cost of the affordability within range for people to actually grasp.
Renters at Enright Court working with ELDI to become responsible homeowners will get first dibs on the houses. The goal is to keep people in East Liberty in the community. Erin Clark, Channel 11 News.
Fans heading to tonight's Zach Brown concert at the KeyBank Pavilion are being encouraged to get there early. Some people waited in line for 3 hours during the Luke Bryan concert earlier this month. According to the Trib, the Pavilion officials and Hanover Township officials are not saying whether they will take any action to address the traffic issue. Tonight's show is set to start at 7.
Your severe winter Team 11 forecast.
If you are heading out there to tailgate before the concert, make sure you have plenty of water. It is going to be very warm, humid today, and not a lot of cloud cover to help us out. Visible satellite right now. These are actual pictures from the satellite in the sky showing where the cloud cover is, put into motion for you. Notice east toward the mountains, starting to pop a couple of those cumulus clouds, and we'll do that throughout the afternoon. Right now, though, Storm Tracker Doppler 11 radar is dry, and it should be dry for the next couple of hours before we begin to pop an isolated shower or thunderstorm. Most areas will not see rain, however, though. Slight chance around 5 o'clock, and look at that temperature, 87 degrees. Factor in the humidity, it's going to feel more like 91, 92 degrees late this afternoon into early this evening. Here's Storm Tracker, 1:30. Notice the cloud cover popping, but not much in the way of rain. By 4 p.m., thunderstorm trying to get going down near Ohio Power. Now, this Storm Tracker data updates every couple of hours. It has been very consistent since I first got into work about 2:30 this morning of trying to pop one into Fayette County late this afternoon. So I'm anxious to see if that comes to fruition late this afternoon into early this evening. Could get a thunderstorm into Fayette County, couple by 8 o'clock today. Now, if you are heading to the Zach Brown Band concert tonight in Burgettstown, notice thunderstorm just to the west at 8 o'clock tonight. But it fades away because once the sun starts to go down, we really start to see that change in the atmosphere. The dynamics are lost to get those thunderstorms forming, and we quiet down during the evening hours. It will be muggy tonight, partly cloudy, warm, very muggy, 70 for the overnight low tonight. Normal low temperature, 61 degrees. Tomorrow, 84 degrees, again, warm and humid. Some afternoon showers and thunderstorms tomorrow. Once again, I don't think it's the kind of day where everyone is going to get wet, but there's a better chance of seeing rain tomorrow than what we saw during the day today. Here's Storm Tracker tomorrow. Notice by 2 o'clock, starting to crop up a couple thunderstorms in a few spots, and these lines moving to the southeast. By 5 p.m., a few thunderstorms in the mountains, one up near Butler, one back towards Bessemer and Lawrence County, and then by 7:30, 8 o'clock, really trailing off to the south. And then they're gone. So the change I made for the weekend forecast is I took rain out for Sunday. There's the slightest chance there could be a shower down to the mountains of West Virginia or Maryland, but I think most of the area, less humid, dry, and a high temperature of 83 degrees. The rest of your 5-day forecast with your weekend always in view. Isolated thunderstorm Monday. Most of Monday, though, once again, will be dry, 84 for the high temperature. Scattered showers and thunderstorms for Tuesday. Humidity starts to work back in Monday and Tuesday as well, so those mid-80s will feel more like upper 80s to near 90 by Monday and Tuesday afternoon. Peggy?
Thanks, Scott. Be sure to check out the WPXI streaming app where we have constant updates on the forecast and today's top stories as well. You can find it on Roku, Amazon Fire, Apple TV. Just search WPXI. A custom-made wrestling belt meant for a sick little boy was stolen right off a porch.
Words can't express what I feel for these people.
How the thieves had a change of heart once they heard the little boy's story. Plus, we talk a lot about heart health. We're learning why more younger people are having heart attacks.
Channel 11 News at 6.
Followed by NBC Nightly News at 6:30.
Thieves with a guilty conscience returned a stolen package. It was meant for 5-year-old Timmy Vick. He has autism and was recently diagnosed with a brain tumor. His parents in Delaware sent replica WWE championship belts to an artist in Washington state so they could be customized.
I just wanted to give him something that he could remember and have to last him forever.
The belts made it to the artist's home, but then 2 women were caught on camera stealing the packages. Police released the video. In just days, the thieves returned to the home with the belts and a 4-page apology letter saying, "We're so sorry for taking your stuff. Never in a million years would I have stolen from a sick 5-year-old myself, and I am ashamed of what I did." It went on to say Timmy was the real hero and asked for forgiveness. Sickening and disgusting. That's what the president of the Philadelphia Police Union says about what vandals did. You can see graffiti on a mural honoring a fallen police officer. That sergeant was killed 4 years ago trying to stop a robbery. A $10,000 reward is being offered to find the vandal. Just last week, a memorial for a fallen officer was vandalized in Bloomfield. Someone tagged the plaque that's tied to the porch outside Officer Paul Shulow's parents' home. Officer Shulow was killed in 2009 in an ambush in Stanton Heights. A local woman is scared that a tree is going to fall on her home.
Should have done something, you know. Should have had it cut down.
The problem she's facing since it's not on her property.
I'm updating Storm Tracker to pinpoint new timing as to where a shower or thunderstorm is going to pop up this afternoon.
Not all stations cover the news the same way.
Channel 11 News covers stories in every local neighborhood.
Greensburg, Ross Township, Washington.
Some stations concentrate their coverage just in the city limits of Pittsburgh.
Channel 11 covers news everywhere you live, not just downtown.
Uniontown, Brentwood, Millvale.
That's one thing that makes Channel 11 News different.
More local news from more neighborhoods. That's a fact.
Wilkinsburg, South Park, Cranberry.
Channel 11 News at 5. When you want news from
Andy Williams Show every weekday at 11, right here on Channel 11.
We've got some breaking news to bring you out of Armstrong County. Medical helicopters have been called to the scene of this crash you see below from Chopper 11 on Route 210. This is in Plum Creek Township, and Chopper 11 happened to be over the scene there just as one of the victims left the scene. We found a lot of front-end damage to a red SUV, a truck involved down there too. Right now, Route 210 is blocked right near Dutch Run Road, so you can watch for an update tonight. Now, back to Severe Weather Team 11 coverage. Another warm, I would say hot and really muggy day. Meteorologist Scott Harbaugh joins us now with what to expect as we head into the weekend.
That's
You're
a really
right,
good
though.
question.
Everybody wanted summer.
And they're getting it now. But that's a good question. What do you consider hot? Because I usually use 90 degrees as the benchmark for hot.
It's hot when it gets humid.
There you go. Okay, we can use that too. Then it's hot today because it is muggy outside, and it's going to be hot most of the next 24 hours. 80 degrees right now in Pittsburgh, 81 in Greensburg. Factor in the humidity. Feels like 86 in Beaver Falls right now. Feels like 85 currently down in Washington. Now, nothing right now on Storm Tracker, Doppler 11 radar. We will pop a shower and a spot or two later this afternoon, but most areas will be fairly dry. So I'm updating Storm Tracker for today, plus taking you hour by hour with the weekend and when you're going to need to get inside this weekend. Full forecast coming up in about 15 minutes.
A local woman is worried about a huge tree she says that her neighbor should take care of. She says it's ready to topple over. Channel 11's Liz Kilmer has more from Point Breeze.
The concerned homeowner tells me that this is the giant ash tree that's been dead for years. She fears if it falls, going to go right onto her home.
Harriet Merriweather has lived at her home in Point Breeze North for 30 years. She's always loved to garden in her backyard, but says she's been too afraid to now for years, ever since this giant ash tree on the other side of her fence died and has dropped twigs and large branches since.
You don't know how many times I've run to the window to look out, you know, when there's a windstorm or rain or whatever, snow even. Yeah, it's not been a good feeling for sure.
Now, I did get a hold of the neighbor who owns the property on the other side of the fence. He tells me he had a survey done and that the tree actually falls on both of their properties. Where I'm going to have more from him in a report coming up at 5. In Point Breeze, Liz Kilmer, Channel 11 News.
A shopping trip did not go as planned when a woman's car got crushed in Churchill. Look at this tree. There's a car under there. The owner said she usually parks in her garage, but she was going to the grocery store, so she left the car out. Next thing you know, her neighbors are telling her what happened.
So I looked out the window. I couldn't believe my eyes that this huge tree, half of it fell on it.
Luckily, no one was injured. PennDOT is adding a temporary fix to a crumbling road in Beaver County. The collapse caused part of Route 30 to buckle in Green Township. The 2-lane road is down to 1 lane. Temporary traffic signal has been installed there, and some drivers told us they have had to wait 45 minutes to get through.
It's safety for the public, and the public has to be aware of it, not things get done overnight.
PennDOT officials say they're going to be working on the timing for the temporary signal so drivers won't have to wait so long. A major resurfacing project is set to start here later this year. A reward is now being offered to help find the person who stabbed a man in McKeesport. Irvin Green was stabbed to death back on May 8th. He was found on Evans Avenue. Before he was stabbed, Green was seen fighting with a man at a nearby market. Pittsburgh Crime Stoppers is now offering a $1,000 reward.
The Bellinger rifles a foul just beyond the protective netting. Pretty good advertisement for more netting.
Yeah, pretty scary. Teams across Major League Baseball are now making changes to try to keep you and your family safer, and that includes the Pirates. In just the past 2 weeks, several fans have been hit hard by foul balls, and now there's a serious debate about safety. In 2017, the Pirates became the first club to extend the netting past the dugouts, and now they're going to extend it further down the baselines. It'll go all the way to the foul poles. A new study found more and more people under the age of 40 are having heart attacks. Channel 11's morning anchor Catherine Amenta dug into the reasons why and what you can do to prevent it from happening to you.
At 29 years old, Jeffrey Barnes appears to be in perfect health. He says he's always been fit, especially during his 7.5 years in the Army.
Again, I was in great shape, never had any difficulties throughout that time, physically, that would even address this issue.
But his life changed dramatically 2 years ago when he had a heart attack during a firefighter agility test.
I couldn't even believe it. Couldn't even fathom that something like that could happen to somebody at my age, honestly.
But it is happening more often now to young people.
White deposits in the arteries of the heart.
Cardiologist Dr. Ron Blankstein just authored a study showing the heart attack rate among Americans under the age of 40 is rising dramatically, even though heart attack rates across the board have been dropping.
These are often individuals that when they have symptoms, they may not think that this is a heart attack, because again, it's not on the radar at all.
In Blankstein's study, 1 in 5 of heart attack patients were under 40, and that number has risen 2% each year for the past decade. But why? Well, Dr. Blankstein said some of it has to do with bad habits.
In other words, our lifestyle may actually be even more important than our genetics when it comes to the risk of developing a heart attack.
He says young people can reduce risk factors by exercising regularly, limiting alcohol use, eating a diet high in fruits, vegetables, and whole grains, and don't smoke.
That was Catherine Amenta reporting. That doctor you heard say younger people might not recognize the signs of a heart attack. So here they are. If you have chest discomfort or pain, often on the left side, might feel like squeezing or pressure, you need to see a doctor right away. We're waiting to see if the EPA extends a waiver on summer gas in Allegheny County. If they don't, we could see a jump in prices at the pump next week. Earlier this month, the EPA extended a second emergency fuel waiver until July 1st. The waiver allows gas stations to use a cheaper blend. The temporary waiver was issued because of damage to a gas pipeline. It expires midnight Monday. It's possible the waiver could be extended again. Gas prices have already been creeping up in the Pittsburgh area. Right now, the average is around $2.96 a gallon, up a dime from last week. The national average is $2.71. An SUV suddenly engulfed in flames.
Within 45 seconds, it was, a little fire turned into a bigger fire.
What the driver is blaming for causing that blaze. Plus, she's 81 years old. She can lift nearly 300 pounds. We'll introduce you to the powerlifting grandma.
and traffic, updated every 10 minutes on Channel 11 Morning News.
Some breaking news in the last 5 minutes on a story of national interest. Salt Lake City police say they do have one person now in custody linked to the search for missing college student Mackenzie Lewick. That young woman disappeared more than a week ago after she took a lift from the airport to a public park that was miles from where she lived. This is all that's left after a vape pen charger sparked a fire in Michigan yesterday. That fire destroyed this SUV. A mother was in this car with her 5-year-old son at the time. The sparks started flying when she took the batteries out of the charger.
When I went to take it off, it shot sparks. There was just a bag kind of nearby where it was charging. I realized there was still too much smoke in the car for the bag to already be out. So that's when I realized the fire was under the pedal.
The mom says it only took a minute for the SUV to go right up in flames. She and her son both got out safely. We're getting a new look at a new sports book at the Rivers Casino. The casino released these sketches. That area includes club chairs and seating for nearly 200 people, 18 self-service betting kiosks, and 6 betting windows. The permanent sports book is expected to open in the fall. We have new information on how much business owners pitched in to make sure the city of Butler has a 4th of July fireworks show. Earlier this month, we told you it was in danger of being canceled because of lack of donations. Our partners at Butler Radio was at that city council meeting last night. They learned $15,000 in donations came in, and that was enough to put on a fireworks display similar to last year. A lot of people keep track of their schedules with their online calendar, but that could put your personal information at risk. How hackers can track your everyday lives and a simple move to stop them.
I'm tracking how much of your weekend calendar you can keep going and how much of it is going to be spent inside.
Be better prepared for your day. Wake up with Channel 11 Morning News to get live coverage of breaking news, weather and traffic every 10 minutes, and important stories happening where you live. Watch Channel 11 Morning. News 11 at 11. 11 minutes of news and weather before the first commercial. You're watching WPXI Now, your source for original local shows. Avoid scams, save money, and find great deals. Top consumer advocate Clark Howard. Weekdays at 8:30 a.m. and 7:30 p.m. on WPXI Now.
The man responsible for every major innovation at Apple over the past 25 years is leaving the company. Johnny Ive is stepping down as Chief Design Officer to start his own business with Apple as a client. Ive joined Apple in 1992. He's had a hand in the design and feel of the iPod, iPhone, iPad, and Mac, and has overseen Apple's iOS software. A new warning from our consumer advisor, Clark Howard. If you use an online calendar to keep your schedule straight, hackers could be keeping an eye on you. Clark has the simple step that you can take to keep your private information private.
The hackers are so clever, and they've come up with a new way to cause misery in your life through your online calendar, whether you use Google Calendar or any other electronic calendar. What they will do is they will post an event on your calendar, and you'll look at your calendar for a day, or you'll be glancing at your week, and you're like, I don't know what that is, and you click on it, and then that link downloads a virus to your phone or your laptop or whatever. Google has a simple setting in calendars where you don't allow automatic postings of things that you have not chosen to put on your calendar. Very easy to do in settings. I have the setup for you at clark.com to protect yourself. But with any online calendar, you want to make sure that outsiders are not allowed to come in and post things on your calendar, because today crooks are using it as a way to get into your life and into your wallet. I'm Clark Howard.
And you can see more from Clark Howard on our streaming app by searching for WPXI on Roku, Amazon Fire, and Apple TV. Well, if you think it's hot here, Europe is in the middle of a major heat wave. The temperature in Paris, get this, it hit 113 degrees today, and the temperature is expected to soar right through the weekend. Italy, Spain, France, and Switzerland have all issued red warnings. That is the highest level, and this is the first time ever France has raised its heat alert to red. The U.S. women's soccer team will be battling the heat during its big matchup today in the World Cup quarterfinal. France has home field advantage. The game is in Paris. It's at 3 this afternoon. The quarterfinal is being compared to a championship match by many sports experts. The U.S. team is the defending champ.
Your severe weather Team 11 forecast.
Last week, Milan, Italy was awarded the 2026 Winter Games. It was 106 degrees yesterday there. 80 degrees right now in Butler, 82 in Franklin, 83 in Catania. Makes it feel a little more cool around here, at least relatively speaking. Pittsburgh at 80 degrees, already 85 in Waynesburg, and it is muggy today, so that makes it feel a couple degrees warmer. Most of the afternoon, it's going to feel like it's near that 90-degree mark. This is the forecast heat index this afternoon into this evening. Now, once the sun goes down, heat index drops off considerably, so it's going to feel a lot better at 10 o'clock tonight than it will at 8 o'clock this evening. But at 4 p.m., 6 p.m., it's going to feel like it's right at 90 degrees, so definitely extra water today, light colored clothing. By the way, if you are heading outside this afternoon, maybe to the pool, plenty of sunscreen. That sun definitely blazing hot today. Here's Storm Tracker Doppler 11 radar. Nothing right now. I got one little sprinkle trying to show up near Cleveland at this hour, but most of the afternoon will be dry. Much like yesterday, I think any shower or thunderstorm activity today will be very, very limited. 2 o'clock, partly sunny, 85 degrees. By 5 p.m., an isolated storm, 87. By 8 o'clock, most areas are quiet in 84 degrees. Here's Storm Tracker 2 this afternoon. Not much going on. Trying to pop something around 4 o'clock south out towards Ohio Pile this afternoon. Then as we get into the evening hours, notice there's not much out there at 8 o'clock. Shower down into Preston County, 1 into Greene County. Could have 1 up near Wampum, up into southern Lawrence, northern Beaver County, but that's about the extent of it. And by midnight, we quiet things down. Very muggy night tonight, 70 for the overnight low. Very warm, very humid tomorrow as well. We'll make it to 84 degrees. The heat index during the afternoon tomorrow, mid-80s, so not quite as warm as today. We'll get a couple scattered showers and storms to cool us off during the afternoon tomorrow. Here they start popping about 2 o'clock. And notice quick hitters. They're going to move fairly fast ahead of this front, so I'm not worried about localized flooding tomorrow, but some of the stronger storms could produce some wind gusts in excess of 45 to 50 miles per hour before we quiet down quickly by tomorrow evening. Less humid Sunday, 5-day forecast with your weekend always in view. 83 for the high temperature. Monday and Tuesday, we'll start to ramp back up the chances of some showers and storms, especially Tuesday. 84 for the high temperature Monday, 85 on Tuesday. Overnight lows, mid to upper 60s, and that humidity will be with us right through next week. Peggy?
Thanks, Scott. Grandma breaking records for powerlifting of all things. We'll introduce you to the woman who can lift nearly 300 pounds. Channel 11 News at 5, when you want news from where you live. It's official, the new steel curtain at Kennywood gets rolling on July 13th. The park has been doing test runs this week. The steel curtain features 9 inversions, making it a North American record. It's also Pennsylvania's tallest at 197 feet. It is part of Kennywood's new Steelers country theme area. There is a powerlifting grandma in Missouri who can deadlift 265 pounds. 81-year-old Shirley Webb has won 17 weightlifting medals and has a powerlifting world record. She also has 3 national records. She collected 2 silver and 2 gold medals during a recent competition in Sweden. All the medals just 3 years after she first joined the gym.
When I first joined, I could not climb steps unless I held on both hands and pulled myself up.
Wow. She's now training for a national competition near Chicago later this year. You go, Grandma. That's awesome. That's all for Channel 11 News at noon. Our next newscast comes up tonight at 5 o'clock. Until then, have a wonderful day.
David Johnson and Lisa Sylvester on Channel 11 News, 11 at 11.
This is Take 5. highlighting Western Pennsylvania's most innovative and successful businesses.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to Take 5. I'm Joe Klemchak. Pittsburgh on the verge of a public health crisis due to low blood supply, and how we can help. That's our focus today. Joining me, Charlie Wilcox from Vitalant. Welcome, Charlie.
Thank you. My pleasure.
First off, Vitalant, formerly Central Blood Bank, correct?
That's correct. It's, again, same good mission, just a new name.
Got it. Okay, well, let's start really basic today, Charlie. A little blood donation 101. Why is it necessary for people to donate blood?
You know, we all have this amazing substance running through our body that can deliver oxygen to our muscles, can fight infection. The platelets can help the blood clot. But the fact is, we have to have blood, and the only source of blood is other human beings. All the amazing things modern science can do, we've not artificially made blood.
Well, once the blood is donated, Charlie, where does it go? I assume hospitals in the Pittsburgh area.
That's right. We literally will take the blood back to our blood center. We'll test the blood. We'll process it. We'll prepare it for transfusion. Then we'll put it on hospital shelves. It takes about 2 days to do all that.
Okay, so you're saying there are simply not enough blood donors in Western Pennsylvania to supply hospitals in the area with the amount of blood they need?
That's correct. We've had a challenge. The fact is our blood donor base, meaning the number of individuals donating blood, has declined 50% in the last 10 years. And we no longer have enough blood donors to keep up with the demand of our wonderful healthcare community.
That's unfortunate. So, yes. Charlie, what do you think is the reason? Why is there a decline in blood donors?
You know, some of it's obvious. Aging baby boomers, I am one, I can say that, and that's a reality. Now, there's no upper limit to donating blood, but we're more likely to begin to have issues where we can't continue to donate. Other reasons are in our effort for a totally safe blood supply, we're being very cautious in who we allow to donate. That's a good thing, but it also shrinks the donor base.
Yeah. So let's say more blood donors don't step forward. How dangerous are the consequences? How bad could this get?
Well, even now as we speak, physicians have to make choices. They may on a certain day see 2 or 3 urgent surgeries they need to do and a couple of electives, and they may look at the blood supply and say we're going to postpone the electives to focus on the urgent ones. That's not the way we want our health community to operate.
No. I can speak personally. My father-in-law just received 15 units of blood over 2 days, and it saved his life. We're talking about saving lives here, yes?
Yes. We are the primary blood supplier to the greater Pittsburgh area. We serve 50 hospitals, all the Allegheny Health, all the UPMC. Our healthcare community actually uses about 600 units of blood per day, which translates back to 600 blood donors per day.
All right, last question. People watching right now who want to help, what should they do?
Develop a personal habit of donating blood on a regular basis, couple, 3, 4 times a year. But also businesses, churches, schools, civic organizations step up and sponsor quarterly blood drives to make sure that blood is there before it's needed.
Great information, life-saving information. Charlie, thank you so much for stopping by.
Thank you, my pleasure.
All right, folks, if you want to learn more about blood donation, which can save lives, literally, go to vitalant.org. And that'll do it for this edition of Take 5. I'm Joe Klemchak. We'll see you next time.
If you'd like your business highlighted in a future edition of Take 5, please contact us at 412-237-1181.